Yes, welcome to the video. Today's topic that I will be discussing will be about spreadsheets. So let me start with what is a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is a software that is used to analyze data which is in the form of statistical, mathematical and graphical data. See, basically spreadsheet is a software which is used to manipulate data which are in the form of mathematical or graphical data. Maybe it is a statistical data or any kind of data. If I want to analyze those data or I want to manipulate those data, I use a software. That software is known as a spreadsheet software. See, MS Excel, that software which we will be discussing in the rest of this chapter today, is also a spreadsheet. It is basically a spreadsheet which comes under the Microsoft Office package. It comes under Microsoft Office package. It is an application software that helps us to perform calculation related works using formulas and all. It is basically used when we want to do some mathematical calculation on a large number of data. That time we use MS Excel 2010. It comes under, as I told you, the Microsoft Office 2010 package. Now we will be discussing about what are the advantages of MS Excel 2010. Number one, the first and the most important uh, advantage of Microsoft Excel 2010 is it has built-in functions that makes calculation much more easier. So there are many functions that make our calculations much more easier, like square root and all. There are ready-made inbuilt functions. We can use those functions and calculate the square root, cube root. Many different types of calculations can be done using MS Excel in a very easy way. You do not have to know about those formulas. Just you have to use those formulas to get the correct result. Number two, it can handle large amount of data. See, that is the main reason why MS Excel is so popular, because it can handle large amount of data and still it does not lag. Means it is not slow. Okay, if you give lot of data into it and still you will find that MS Excel is working properly. So that is the main reason why we use MS Excel. And the third one, data from MS Excel can be exported in other software. See, this means what? If I have an MS Excel sheet, suppose I have a table in MS Excel, I can take the data directly from MS Excel and put it in some other software like Microsoft Word, or I can take it to PowerPoint. Directly from MS Excel we can export it to other softwares like PowerPoint, Word, etc. So that is why again it is important. Many spreadsheet softwares are there which do not allow these features. So since MS Excel allows this feature, so that is the main reason why MS Excel is so popular. Then the fourth important point is we can represent data in pictorial format. See, we have a data, we can represent those data in the form of charts, and as we know, if data is in the form of chart, it is much more easier to interpret and to understand. Large amount of data, if it is in the form of charts, it becomes much easier for us to understand. The last one, formulas are recalculated when data values are changed. See, this is also a very important feature. Okay, here what does it mean is, suppose I have a formula, I have written a formula, and but the data values I have changed. So using MS Excel, what will happen is the result will also change if you change the value. So automatically the computer will recalculate the data based on the new data values. Okay, so here I will be showing you the different components of MS Excel 2010. See, first this part, the highlighted part is known as the, see, it is known as the title bar. This title bar comprises of two parts. The first part here is known as the quick access toolbar. This quick access toolbar has commands like save, undo and redo. Then this part of the title bar, here the name of the Excel sheet is displayed. Okay, and this part, the last part or the corner part, or I can say I can say the right hand side part of the title bar, here we have three buttons. The first one is your minimize button, the second one is the restore or maximize button, and the last one is the cancel or exit button. Then this one where A1 is written is known as the name box. The name of each and every cell is represented there. See, the name of a cell is represented by the name, by the column and the row number. By wherever you click, the column that is above that cell will be the column name, and the corresponding row will have the row number into it. So combining the column name and the row name, the name of a cell is displayed there. Then this is the formula bar. Here we, whatever we type in the cell is displayed here, and also formulas are specified there. Then if you see on the right hand side, there is a scroll bar, and and on the bottom there is also another scroll bar. Okay, these scroll bars are the horizontal scroll bars and the vertical scroll bars. Then this one is the status bar. This is the status bar. The status bar again comprises of two parts. This is the first part. It is the view part, where you can see the different views of an Excel sheet, and the second part is the zoom part. Here there is a button which you can adjust the zoom of the Excel sheet. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. This is the zoom button. Then if you see properly, there are three default worksheets. These are the default worksheets: sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Whenever we open a new Excel sheet, these three default worksheets are always displayed. And the corner one is known as the new worksheet tab. If you click on this tab, another worksheet will appear. We can create as many worksheets as we want. There is no limits for the number of worksheets that is present in MS Excel 2010. As many as you want, you can click and the worksheets will automatically be created. Okay, so these are the topics that I will be discussing now with you. The first one is how to create a new workbook or a worksheet, whatever you say. You click here, go to File, then click on the New button. This view, okay, this view, when I click on the file, this view is known as the backstage view. Okay, now I click on the blank workbook, and then I click on the Create button. Once I do that, a blank worksheet is created. The process again I will repeat. Go to File, New, Blank Workbook, and then click on the Create button. A blank workbook will be created. Then how to save and open an already saved workbook. Okay, fine, I'll show you this. See, this is a worksheet that I've already typed. So I want to save it with a different name, okay, so that you understand. I click on File, I click on the Save As button, Once I click on the save as button, it takes me to the place where previously I have saved my files. So you can by clicking here, you can choose the place. Suppose I want to save it in the desktop, I click on the desktop button and then I give a name to it. I give it as hello and I click on the save button. Now my file is saved. Now see, I want to open that hello file. I will close this one. See, I will click on the first one again, new one. Yeah, now I want to open the old file. I go to file, I click on the open button. This open dialog box appear. Here I click on the desktop and see my hello file is there. I click on the hello file and then click on the open button. Immediately that old file is opened. So this is how we save our files and we open our files. Here we are talking about Excel worksheets. This is how we save and open Excel worksheets. Now, what type of data can be stored in an Excel worksheet? This is very important. See, Excel accepts these three types of data. The first one is text. Text is all these A, apple and aeroplane. These are text data type where it is represented by alphabets. And remember one thing, it is always left aligned. Text data type is always left aligned. Then the second one is numeric data type. Numeric data type is always numbers in any format. It can be like positive numbers, negative numbers or decimal numbers and all. So these are the different types of numbers. All are right aligned if you see properly. Then the last one is formula. Formulas are also another type of data that our MS Excel accepts. So this is different with the numbers. See, always it starts with an equal to sign. See, you if you look here in the formula bar, you can see it starts with a equal to sign. Then it has the cell number or some other features which I want to give. Suppose I want to add something, so I will write sum, then I give a bracket, then I select these two cells and then I close this one. So this is a formula and then we can and press enter and try to add or do something. Okay, so this is our data type, the types of data that MS Excel supports. Okay, now the next important thing is what is a range. So I'll show you practically. If I show you, then you will see a range is nothing but a group of data that the group of cells that we select is known as a range. Suppose I want to select all the marks of the students, maybe maths mark, science mark, English mark. So this whole thing is called a range. So how do we represent the range? We represent it by E3. So we represent this range by like this, equal to E3, and then we give a colon and then the last one, this is G6. G6. See, this one is selected. This is how we select a range. This is how we select a range, and this whole thing is known as a range. Okay, so again I'll show you how to select a range. You click here, you click on the first cell, then with the mouse click, just drag the mouse till the place where you want. I want it till here. I leave the mouse. These will be selected. See, selecting a range can be a tricky one. Suppose I want to select this one. I don't want to select class, but again I want to select roll number also. Then how do I select? See, as I showed you, if I want to select roll number from Raj, I have to go and select like this. Everything I have to select like this. But now I want to skip class. I just want to select the name and the roll number. So what do? I select the name, press Control, and then I select the roll number. This is how we can select multiple ranges, multiple columns, multiple rows. Okay, by clicking on the Control button in the keyboard. Then comes, yeah, this is done, inserting and deleting cells. Okay, I'll show you this one also. See, this is very simple. Suppose someone tells me, Bhaskar, insert another column between maths and science. Name the column as computer science. Okay, then what I do is I click on the column F. Then I go to the group cells, and there is a button known as insert button. There I find a drop down menu. I click on that drop down menu and something written as insert cell appears. I click on that insert cell button. See, automatically a column is created. This is how we insert a column. Here I type. Okay, fine. I write a computer, I'll not write science. Then I give some marks. This one is good in computer. This one is not good. Okay, fine. Then that same person tells me, Bhaskar, you do one thing, you delete Rohit's name. So I want to, now I'll show you how we delete something from the Excel sheet, how we delete it. I showed you how to insert a column. I'll show you how to delete a row. I click on the row selector button, that is the row selector button, the whole row is selected. I go same place on the cell group, I click on the delete button and I click on the delete cell. See, the cell of Rohit is deleted. Okay, now again that person tells me, oh sorry, bring that data back. So how do I get it back? That is undo. You go to this quick access toolbar that I showed you in the beginning. Near the save button there is another button known as the undo button. You click on that undo button. See, the name of Rohit appears again. If you click on the redo button, again it will be gone. Undo, redo. Okay, fine. So how do we change the height of a row? See, very simple. I select the row, I go to this one. Again I go back to the cell group. I click on format. First topic here is row height. I click on the row height. Here it is given as 14.44. I delete the old one. I make it as 25 and I click on OK. See, the size of that row automatically increased. Similarly, if I want to increase the width of a column, suppose here science, I want to increase the width of science. How do I do it? I select the column, I go to the format button, I click on the column width button. Here I click here, I delete this one 8.11, I make it 14 and I click on OK. See, the width of that particular column is also increased. Now, what do you mean by alignments of data in a cell? This is very important. I will show you this one, alignment of data. So let me take an blank database. Sorry, not a database. Excel sheet. I write something here. Hello. Then here I have to increase the width. This is another way of increasing the width, increasing the width and height of a row. Okay, directly manually. So this is hello. This also I will increase. I will make it. Okay. Now see, this is my hello world. If I want to change the alignment, see, this is how we can do. This is left align. I can put it in the center, but still it is at the bottom, and I can change it this side. I can put it in the center, I can bring it in the center again, and I can bring it to the top, then to the left side, center and right side. This is how we change the alignment. Another thing, world. Suppose I want to change the direction, so I click on this small button AB written here, that is the orientation. Okay, here you can click on this vertical text. See what will happen. I have to increase the size, then only you will understand. See, I click here again, I'll show you. Here we can change the angles like this. Like this we can do. So these are the things that can be done. This is how we change the alignment. Here I have showed you the alignments. These are the alignments. If you see the buttons where I am pressing, left align. See, again I'll show you. This is the left align, center align, right align. This is bottom, middle, top. This is the orientation. If I want to change the orientation, I click here, vertical text, I click rotate, can rotate like this. These are the different options available here. Okay. Now suppose let me delete this one. The next topic is also interesting. We always need these kind of things. See, suppose I have a word, but I want to fit the word in a particular size, or in this particular, suppose this is my cell. I want to fit my name is Bhaskar Paul. I want to fit it in this particular cell. I don't want to increase the width of the cell. Okay, I can increase the height of the cell, but I don't want to increase the width of the cell. So I type my name, BHASKARPAUR. Okay, fine. See, the name entered B. Okay, so what I do is I click on wrap text. It is here in the alignment group, wrap text. You click here, automatically Bhaskar Pal will be adjust inside that cell without increasing the size of the cell, without increasing the width of the cell. The height of the cell will increase to accommodate the word, but the width will not change. Okay, this is one thing that I wanted to show you. And suppose I want to write something by merging two or more cells. Okay, I want to write something by merging two or more cells. Suppose I want to write the topic here. Okay, the topic here will be report card. So what I do, I select those cells, the range, and click on merge and center in the alignment group. Once I click on merge and center, I type whatever I want. The text will be always at the center of the cell. See, it is at the center of the cell. This is how merge and center works. There is another feature. Okay, there is another feature that is called autofill, which I want to show you. Autofill. See, in Microsoft Excel, if I type 1, if I type 2, then I don't want to type 3, 4, 5. I select 1 and 2, and in this corner, see, the crosshead changes. This is a white color cursor. I take it here, it becomes a black color cross. I click and then I start pulling it down. See, automatically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appears. Okay, I do not type these things, this automatically appears. This is known as autofill. There are certain things that we can do in MS Excel, like if I type Sunday, then I type Monday. Okay, and then I select these two things, and then I take the mouse here and I start pulling it down. See, automatically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will come. These are all autofilled options. If I type January, February, I select this two, I click on the corner and I pull it back. Then January, February, March, April, these things are known as waterfill. Okay, I think so I have discussed all the topics here. I hope you understood the topic. Thank you very much. Do subscribe